Try this in your next conversation and watch how much easier a natural connection is made. So here's a cool trick that my mentor Robert used to always remind me of in sales. And that is, we have 2 ears, 1 mouth. And that's for a reason. That means listen twice as much as you speak. Too many salespeople are focusing too much on what they're going to say next instead of actually listening to what their client has to say. But the truth is, the best salespeople aren't the best talkers, they're the best listeners. You see, when you talk too much, you're guessing. But when you listen, your clients are actually going to tell you exactly what they need. I'll never forget a meeting that I had with a husband and wife that were considering working with me. And I was going over all the details, going over my process. I wanted to make sure I covered everything. And I realized I was doing all the talking. But then I saw it. One of them yawned. The wife yawned. And it was at that moment that Chris knew I was doing all the talking. So I stopped. And instead of explaining more, I started asking them questions. What are you looking for? What's more important to you? What are you looking for in an agent? What have been the biggest problems you've been having so far? And then I shut up and I listened. So by the end of the meeting, we weren't just going through a sales pitch, we were having an actual conversation. They were asking me questions, we were laughing, talking, I was learning more about them and their actual needs and figuring out if I actually did have what it takes to help them solve their problems, which I did. And then when we wrapped up, they actually said, so this is exactly what we've been looking for. And there were no more yawns. So that deal closed, and not because I talked them into it, but because I actually listened. 2 ears, 1 mouth. So listening builds trust. Nobody wants to feel like they're being sold to. When you actually listen, it makes the clients feel heard, and when they feel heard, they feel understood, which helps them be able to trust you. It also makes you more trustworthy because you actually know what's going on with them. Listening also reveals pain points, and most of the time, if we just give the client the space, they're gonna tell you exactly where they're hurting, exactly where you can help them. And remember, your job as a salesperson is not to push your product. It's to find out exactly what your client is struggling with, what they need, what problem you can solve, and then position yourself in the best place where you're able to help them. And you're gonna like this one. Listening also helps close, people. Listening helps close because when a client feels like you understand them, they're more likely to say yes, and you're not gonna have to sit there and try to convince them because they're gonna know that you're the one. So I'm gonna give you 3 tips that you can use starting today to help up your game. So number 1, next time you're in a sales conversation, instead of pitching right away, because nobody's gonna care what you have to say right away, ask an open-ended question. Like, what's been your biggest problem so far? Or what are you expecting the next time you try to go through this? The next time you use somebody to help you, what are you expecting from them? Number 2, pause before you speak. So make sure that they fully finish their sentence. Not just their sentence, but fully finish their thoughts. That way you'll have all the information that you need. Tip number 3, repeat key points that they mention. This is gonna show that you're fully engaged and listening to them. And it's gonna show that you fully understand what they're saying. Because if you say something and you explain it, and you interpreted something differently, they're gonna help correct you. Then you all are gonna be on the same page. So remember, 2 ears, 1 mouth. Listen twice as much as you speak. It's gonna help you soar, I promise you. So have you had any experiences where you were talking too much and you killed the deal like I almost did? or where you didn't talk too much, you listened and actually were able to make the deal happen? Drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear it. And until next time, I'm Chris Chandler.